3?
Number 3 is the kitchen. The kitchen is the heart of the home, and especially nowadays because more and more we're going to open concept, and the kitchen is open to the dining, is open to the living room. It's one big open space. It's a great way to add value both for resale later on, but also for just freshening it up in a place that you spend a lot of time in. If you can't do a full-on kitchen remodel, you can do painting, you can change fixtures, you can change tile. You know, there's a lot that you can do to freshen it up and make it feel a little bit better.
If somebody was talking about just doing those freshen up items, how much do you think they could freshen up a kitchen?
I've done a kitchen, not counting flooring, you know, maybe $500. I mean, but I did a lot of that work myself. If you really don't have any skills, you're going to need some help, but you know, there's some great handymen in the area. I work with a few.
By the way, one of our playlists, the service provider playlist, you're going to start to meet handymen and some of the specialists that Kristin's talking about. Kitchen number 3, number 4?
Number 4 is the master bathroom. Of all the bathrooms in the house, the master bathroom is the one that anything you do is going to add value long term. And it's also a place that, you know, I know for me having kids, you know, that's my spot. It's a great place to add value, and for now and for the long term.
Budget could range as high as?
I have remodeled master bathrooms in Austin that cost $80,000 with all the bells and whistles. My bathroom at home so far, I mean, I bought some paint and that's about it. So some towel hooks.
Yeah, so again, a few $100s up to as much
Absolutely.
as high as you want to go. Okay.
Yeah.
Master bathroom is 4. We're moving on to number 5.
Number 5 is lighting and light fixtures. Changing out chandeliers, ceiling fans, and even exterior lights as well. Both the style and the function really can make a big difference. A lot of homes really aren't lit well enough, and you go in and it's very dark and dingy, and I think changing up the lighting can really make a difference.
When you talk about lighting, when it comes to the bronze or the nickel or whatever it may be, in your opinion, and I guess it depends on the type of property, what's in and then what's out?
I mean, out is obviously going to be your shiny brass. In a more high-end design world, you know, kind of there's a new kind of brass that's kind of in, and some of the golds and something like that. But kind of across the board, generally the bronze and the brushed nickel are kind of your safe. Most people will gravitate towards one or the other. There's also a real polished chrome and a shiny chrome. So it really depends on the style of your home.
Before we move on, I've noticed a few homes recently moving to LED lights. Have you seen that as well? Is that a?
Yes, there's great LED options out there, dimmable options as well. You should definitely check it out.
Light fixtures was 5, and we're moving on to number 6.
Number 6 is walls and ceilings, and paint just makes such a big difference whether your home is already painted or it's in bad shape. It just adds so much value. It can reflect light better. I can't stress enough how much paint makes a difference. Also on your ceilings, if you have dirty, dingy ceilings, a fresh coat of white ceiling paint can really make it feel newer, make it feel better. If you've got popcorn ceilings, you know, it is a pain, but really removing those popcorn ceilings, it just really does make a home feel older with that popcorn ceilings.
Yeah, the home I grew up in here in Austin, Texas, incidentally had popcorn ceilings. We loved them, but then again, it was the 70s and 80s. I have clients who have scraped popcorn ceilings themselves. Are there any dangers with scraping yourself or anything, you know, having to do with popcorn removal?
Yeah, especially, well, if your home is built in the 70s, I would always test it, but you should test for asbestos. It's, I think, you know, $50 or something, and maybe go get it. Somebody comes in, takes a little sample, gets a test. If you do have asbestos, I would want to remediate it, because in the ceiling, you're much more likely to flake it, touch it. If you do want to change some lights or something like that, it can actually be up in the wires. Because of overspray, and it can be in some of your attic areas, and I would really want to remediate that.
No, that's good. Thank you for that. Number 7.
Number 7, we're going to move outside. This is landscaping, and we call it a lot in real estate speak, curb appeal. And what's great about this is there's so much you can do for very low cost. Some of it is just sweat equity. You just roll up your sleeves, get out there on a Saturday, spend a couple hours just trimming back bushes, you know, cleaning things. Around here, there's a real movement right now to do native plants and really, and even xeriscape your lawn. Also, the front exterior of your home, think about that front door area, painting that a nice cool color, depending on your neighborhood. A nice big welcome mat, you know, that's a great way to just make your home it's a great place to walk into every day, but also it looks great to the neighbors and it adds value, I think.
Kristin mentioned the sweat equity on the landscaping. A lot of people actually use that as a stress relief to get out and do landscaping and gardening. And it really does add quite a bit of value if you do it right for a little bit of money and a little bit of time. So think about that. You also mentioned xeriscaping. Here in Texas, again, this is for the people who are not living in the state currently. Xeriscaping is something that's become more popular, and that's using the native plant species or the drought-tolerant plants to create a low-maintenance type landscape that looks really good. 7 was landscaping, and we're moving on to number 8.
Number 8 is